we saw that in Advaitin accepts 6 pramanas. 6 because they are necessary, and not more than 6 because they are sufficient. Right? 6 pramanas are necessary to know all objects in the world. And all objects in the world are covered by the 6 pramanas, and so there is no necessity for a 7th pramana. So these 6 pramanas we accepted. Out of these 6 pramanas, the prameya, which is necessary for us to get liberation, is given by one pramana called agama pramana, and because of that agama pramana becomes what you call paramarthika tattva avedaka. That gives you the knowledge of unsublatable Brahman. All other pramanas, they give worldly objects, knowledge of worldly objects. So there are 2 sets of pramanas. One is agama pramana, which gives you the knowledge of the Brahman, and the set of 5 pramanas which deal with various objects in the world. And among even in that agama pramana, it is only the mahavakyas, they give the Brahman, knowledge of the Brahman. And the various mahavakyas, 4 among the various vakyas we have chosen the 4 as important mahavakyas, and in those 4 mahavakyas we chose Tattvamasi as one because it is about teaching about the Brahman, rather teaching about the identity of the individual soul with the Brahman. So in that mahavakya Tattvamasi, there are 3 words. Those 3 words are Tat, Tvam and Asi. So now I will have to take up a Tat. And while dealing with any objects, first of all, you require a definition of the object. And after the definition of the object, we will give you the authority, rather proof of that object. This is how our vichara starts. So, I like to give you the definition of the word Tat. And the definitions, there are 2 kinds of definitions. One is Swarupa Lakshana and the other is Tatastha Lakshana. What is Swarupa Lakshana and what is Tatastha Lakshana? We did yesterday. This is what we have covered yesterday. Before going it, we should know what we have done. Now, the Tatastha Lakshana, now I am going to take up what you call one Lakshana, one definition. Both are Tatastha Lakshanas, but the one definition that I am going to take is Kartrutva, which I call agency or doership. Yes, among the Tatastha Lakshana, I am going to take up agency or doership. I call it as Kartrutva. Right? Right, sir. Now, what are the things that are necessary for you to say that a person can do a job? Now, let me say, a potter creates a pot. Right, sir. A potter creates a pot. The pot is created by the potter. Agreed? Now, what are all the things that are necessary in the potter to create a pot? He is a potter. He creates a pot. Before creating the pot, what are the conditions and what he should have? What the potter should have to create a pot? Just tell me. Huh? Yes, know how. Unless he knows how to create a pot, he can't create a pot. I can't create a pot. Right? In Tamilian mummies, they create what you call this murukku. I tried many a time. Every time it doesn't come, I eat. So, it's not, it's a very great art. Somehow they do it. I see the hand. In fact, I asked the hand to show your hand, touched the hand. Nothing. It's like my hand, but it doesn't come. Somehow they do it. So, first of all, you should know the know-how. And next, sir, what other thing is needed? Raw material. That is, I said, for doing it, everything is provided. Right. Right. Very good. Right. Another thing. One more condition is necessary. Right, sir? Materials, everything are available. No? No. There's no limiting factor. Everything. With all conditions given, what other he should have to create a pot? Willingness to do. Yes, given. Who is that? Actual act of doing it. Action. May I do it? Action. If these three things are necessary, if these things are available, then he can do it. Right, sir? If these things are there, all materials, everything is given, plus the potter knows how to do the pot, and he is willing to do the pot, and he does the action to do the pot, then the pot will come. Right? Now, what I did, this is aparoksha jnana. Aparoksha jnana. Then what I call it as chikirsha. In Sanskrit I call it chikirsha. And finally kritimatva. Right? Aparoksha jnana, chikirsha, kritimatvam. If these three are available, then automatically he gets the kartrutva. Nothing more. So for creating an object, you should have aparoksha jnana, know how to do it, willingness to do this chikirsha, and actual action to do the kritimatva. Right, sir? Now, in a family, there's a father, rather say mother-in-law, right? Then mother, son, daughter-in-law. Let us say. Rather, this mother can take the place of daughter-in-law. Right? In a house, there is a daughter-in-law, there is son, mother-in-law, and poor husband. Now one day, mother-in-law says, why should I cook? I am a mother-in-law. Mami yar. In the veetukku mami yar? I said. So why should I cook? I know how to cook, but I am not willing to cook. Right, sir? So, nothing started in the kitchen. Daughter-in-law, she says, I do not know how to cook. Of course, I am a graduate in home science. I do not know how to cook. So, Mataji? Yes. She knows only how to arrange the kitchen, managing the kitchen, all those things. But actual action of kitchen you do not know. They don't teach. And your mothers, till such time a girl is married, they make them with so much love and affection. So they don't teach cooking. But when the daughter-in-law comes, they expect her to cook. I do not. This is a lady's problem. We are not to enter. Right, sir. Right, sir. The daughter-in-law says, I do not know how to cook. Mother-in-law knows how to cook, but doesn't have willingness to cook. Daughter-in-law is willing to cook, but doesn't know how to cook. What to do? And this son, he is willing to cook, but he also read something, but actual action he doesn't know. He doesn't want to do. He is very busy. He has to go to college. So what has happened? Today, you will have to bring from Saravana Bhavan. That is how it has happened. So unless all the three join together, this poor husband will not have something. See, that's the husband. So, for having, for agency of Kartrutva, these three things are absolutely necessary. This is what I call Aparoksha Jnana Chikirsha Kritimatvam for Kartrutvam. Clear, sir? Right? Even for creating a part you require, for creating the world do you require this or not? So, to create the world, the Ishvara, what he should have? Aparoksha Jnana, Chikirsha, Kritimatva. All these things are absolutely necessary for this. This Aparoksha Jnana, Ishvara should have. About what, sir? A potter should know how to create the pot. Ishvara should know how to create the world. And if he wants to create the world, there are how many objects in the world? Infinite. No, sir. The Nayayika will say, Vaisheshika will say 7 objects. Nayayika will say 16 kinds of objects. Vedantin will say only 2 kinds of objects. Drik, Drisya. Right. Yes, Mataji. Please. Give it to everybody. 1 copy to me. Here, right. Now, the Ishvara should have the Aparoksha Jnana of all objects in the world. So, naturally what he will become? A potter knows how to make the pot. A weaver knows how to weave the cloth. Like that. And the Parameshwara should know everything. Mataji? Create. That's how to create. Create what? Create the whole world. So when he creates the world and has the knowledge of all objects in the world, automatically he will become Sarvajna. Agreed? Yes. Kulala is Ghatagna. The other man is Patagna. And Parameshwara is Sarvajna. Because he knows everything. Now, the Parameshwara knows how to create the world. Janma. Rather, Janma of the world. Prapancha Janma. How to create the whole world, he knows this. And does he have Chikirsha to create the world? Does he have any idea that I should create? Does he have willingness to create the world, sir? The world has come, so there should have been created. There is a Chikirsha. And finally, actually there is Kritimatva also. Right? So, when I say the Ishvara has created the world, the 3 conditions that are necessary for creation, for Kartrutva, there is Aparoksha Jnana, there should be Chikirsha, willingness to do, and he should actually perform this. And who will tell us about this, about Ishvara? You and I do we know Ishvara? Did we talk with Ishvara? If you say I have talked, it is a person like you who is by name Ishvara. Ishvara is not Pratyaksha Vishaya. He is Aparoksha. He is Paroksha. Is it not? You have not seen God. But God has created this world. Now, that God knows how to create the world, that God is willing to create the world, and the God has actually performed to create these worlds, create this universe, should be given only by the Vedas. And that, what are those portions of Vedas? We will see now, sir. See, Kartrutvam cha, you see page number 152, last, from below second line. Kartrutvam cha, tattad upadana gochara, aparoksha jnana, chikirsha kritimatvam. About the upadana, what is the upadana? Aparoksha jnana, chikirsha kritimatvam. Remember, that is, for doing anything, you should know what are the materials I should take, exactly what are needed, and then I should be willing to do and should actually perform the action. So, Ishvara also, for creating these words, he should have all the three. What are the materials required and how to perform and the willingness to perform, actual action. If all these things are there, the world comes. Now, we have the world within us, we have with us. Now, these words have been created by the world, by the Ishvara. Now, Ishvara should have these three things. Does he have all these three conditions? Veda says, yes. Tatra jnana sadbhave, Ishvarasya tavat, upadana gochara aparoksha jnana sadbhave. Ishvara has the upadana gochara aparoksha jnana, the knowledge, know how these words will come, as in given by the Shruti. Yas sarvajñas sarvavit, yasya jnanamayam tapaha, tadetad brahma namarupaman, tasmadetad brahma namarupamanancha jayate. Yaha, who is sarvajña? He knows everything. Sarvajña, he knows everything. Not only knowing everything, he knows everything minutely. That's also very important. Because I know for making sambar I require some dal. When I open the counter in the kitchen, there are 4 dals. Now I have got a doubt which dal I should use. What I did, take one karandi from each dal and put it. Will you be able to eat it? No. So you should know actually the minute detail which you have to use, the quantity how much you should use, and when the order in which it has to be performed. That's also very important. So all these details he has. Yas sarvajñas sarvavit, yasya jnanamayam tapaha. His tapaha, his recollection, everything is only his knowledge, nothing more than that. Tasmadetad brahma, from that supreme Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha, nama, rupam, annam, everything has come. So this Shruti says that Parameshwara has aparoksha jnana. Right, sir? Now, tasa chikirsha sadbhave, that Parameshwara has got the willingness to perform these words, to create these words, is given by another Shruti. So kamayata, he desired to create the world. Bahusyam prajayeya, I myself will become the whole world. So there is a will, there is a willingness on the part of the Parameshwara that I will create the world. So there is willingness. So Shruti, third Shruti, tasha krutau, that he has got the actual action. There is another Shruti says, tanmano kuruta, he had actually created the world, created the mind, created the buddhi, created all other things. So Parameshwara has all these three things, aparoksha jnana, chikirsha, kritimatvam. So he is karta. Agreed, sir? So who is the creator of this world? Parameshwara. For creatorship, what conditions he require? 3 conditions. Does Parameshwara has all these 3 conditions? Yes. So he is the creator. That is why I say, what is the definition of Parameshwara? He is the creator of the world. Right? Right. One part we have finished. Yeah? Right. Go means knowledge. Gochara, subject is the knowledge. Rather the object is the knowledge. Right. Right. Now, jnanechhadi anyatama garbha lakshanam tritayam vivakshitam. Anyatha vyartha visheshana apatte. Now, for creating, I have given you 3 conditions. So the Lakshana is enough. The Lakshana says, who is Parameshwara? Parameshwara is the creator of the world, creator of the universe. Enough, sir. That gives you, no other thing can create the world. Because for creating the world, you should require aparoksha jnana, you should have chikirsha, you should have kritimatva. Pradhana cannot have because it is insentient. Nayayikas, what they say, atoms, they cannot have because they are also insentient. We will say all those things. So, when I say the Parameshwara has got the, he creates the world, enough. He who created the world is Parameshwara. Definition of Parameshwara is over. But Shruti says there is another definition for Parameshwara, what you call? He who sustains the words. Not only creates, but sustains the words. And finally, it is the Parameshwara, he takes unto himself all these universes. I don't say destroy, because he takes unto himself all these worlds. Because yat prayanti abhisamvishanti. Yat prayanti, they get merged, and abhisamvishanti goes into the direction of the Paramatma. Right, sir? Now, those two are also actions. Sustaining the world is an action, and merging the world unto himself is also an action. An action means there should be a person performing the action. For a person who performs the actions, what are the conditions are required? Aparoksha jnana one, chikirsha one, kritimatva one. So that those things are also there. He knows how to sustain, he is willing to sustain the words, and he actually does action to sustain the words. Right, sir? He knows how to annihilate all these universes, he is willing to annihilate them, and he annihilates them. So there are three definitions, independent definitions, what you call Janma, Sthiti, Pralaya. Janma, Sthiti, Pralaya. Of what? Prapancha. Prapancha, Janma, Karana, Prapancha, Sthiti, Karana, Prapancha, Laya, Karana. Now, this Prapancha Janma also has Janma Vishayaka Aparoksha Jnana. It should have Aparoksha Jnana. Right, sir? It should have Chikirsha. And then Kartrutva. Right? Prapancha Vishayaka, Prapancha Janma Vishayaka Aparoksha Jnana. He has. Prapancha Janma Vishayaka Chikirsha he has. Prapancha Janma Vishayaka Kartrutvam he has. Is it not? Similarly, Sthiti Vishayaka Aparoksha Jnana, Prapancha Sthiti Vishayaka Chikirsha, Prapancha Sthiti Vishayaka Kartrutva. Similarly, Prapancha Pralaya Vishayaka Aparoksha Jnana, Prapancha Pralaya Vishayaka Chikirsha, Prapancha Kalaya Vishayaka Kartrutvam. There are how many definitions for Parameshwara? Yes. Evancha Navalakshanani Sampadhyante. You see in the book. Atayeva Anyatha Janma Anyatamadi Garbhalakshanam Tritayam Vivakshitam. So, Janma Karana, Sthiti Karana, Pralaya Karana, they are three different Lakshanas. Why to add one in one Lakshana all the three? Then it becomes waste. Even by one Lakshana, you get Ishvara. Why other words not necessary? Atayeva Janma Sthiti Dhvamsanam Anyatamasyaiva Lakshane Praveshaha. Either Janma or Sthiti or Pralaya. Any one is enough. Atayeva Janma Sthiti Dhvamsanam Anyatamasyaiva Lakshane Praveshaha. Do you follow, sir? Any doubt, please come up. Evancha Lakshanani Navasampadhyante. Evancha, thus there are Lakshanani Navasampadhyante. 9 definitions have been given in this tablets. Right? Because sometimes people in the Nava means they'll 9, that's all. What are the 9? You may forget. That's why this or this. So, Prapancha Janma Vishayaka Aparoksha Jnana Vatvam. Prapancha Janma Vishayaka Chikirsha Vatvam. Prapancha Janma Vishayaka kartrutvam. And everything you have got Shrutis. Remember, in Advaitic system, there is a discipline. What is that? Whatever you talk, it should be backed by Shruti Vakya. Nothing more. In all other conditions, in all other darshanas, they will say Yukti alone. Here, we will say Shruti Vakya and then we will say Yukti also. Yukti also we take up. And unlike Mimamsakas, they will say only Shruti. Believe what I say. Don't question. That is how Mimamsakas go. We will first give you the Shruti Vakya and then we will give you not only Shruti Vakya but the Yukti, logic which is acceptable to you. Not any logic that is. The logic which should be acceptable to you. Till such time we will be going on giving logic. He says, Baba, leave me, sir. Then only we will leave it. Okay, sir? So there are how many Lakshanas now to the Brahman? 9 Lakshanas. Brahmanaha Jagadjanmadi Karanatve. The Brahman is the creator of these words, sustainer of these words, and annihilator of the words is given by which Shruti? Its Shruti says, Yato Vayimani Bhutani Jayante, from whom all these objects are born, and Yena Jatani Jivanti, by which all these are sustained, and then Yat Prayanti Abhisamvishanti, they return and get merged. They return back, they come back to the Brahman and then get merged. Your child goes to the ground for playing. After 2 hours, what he does? He comes back and asks you a tea for you. Similarly, we went away from the Brahman. One day we'll have to go to him. When it is, that's the question. And we have decided to go because we have come to the class. Don't worry, sir. Right? Yat prayanti abhisam vishanti iti shrutihi manam. So now I have given you one definition in the form of kartrutva, doership. Is it, sir? Okay? Now, when I say a potter creates a pot, one thing he should have doership. He should be the agent for doing it. Is it enough? Some people were telling me he requires mud to create the pot. Without that, nothing will happen. So what is that? We call it as raw material. Am I correct, sir? You require a raw material for doing it. And in what is meant by a raw material? No. Right. That is, if you want to make a pot, you should have a raw material in the form of mud. Rather, can I say in another way? It is that material which is chosen for creating it. Is it said? What is a raw material? It is that material. It is a raw in state, not it made once again. It is that material you choose for creating it, for your action. The material that you choose is raw material. In Sanskrit, to choose, we use the word upadana. Adana to take. Upa, clearly you take. See, English translation is raw material. In Sanskrit, we call it as upadana, that which you take. So, creating, for making curds, what is that you take? Milk. Can you take kerosene in making curd? Can you take petrol in making curd? Can you take mere water and do it? Probably Anusuya may do it, not you and I. Right? So, it is that material which you take to create the object, you call it as upadana karana. Right? So, for making a pot, you require kartrutva by a potter. It is not enough. You require upadana jnana, the upadana karana. Rather, the raw material also needed. The raw material of this universe is Brahman himself. He created from his own self the whole world. He did not choose any other material outside. He chose from himself. He created the whole world from himself. Right? Why he did not choose another material, sir? Any answer? there is nothing there. Before that, before the creation, there is nothing except himself. So Brahman alone existed, so he created all those things. So now let us see. Yadva Nikhila Jagad Upadanatvam Brahmanaha Lakshanam. First I had said Kartritvam is the first Lakshana. That Kartritvam has been divided into 9 parts. 9 definitions we have. There are one more definition, what we call it as 10th definition, Jagad Upadanatvam. What is Upadana? Upadana is a technical word. I have told you Upadana means the object that you choose from any object, many objects in the world, you choose only that to create a thing. So a potter chooses to create a pot, chooses the mud. A person who wants to curds chooses only milk. Similarly, a person who wants to weave chooses threads to make a cloth. Right, sir? Very clear. Similarly, the whole world has to be created. This universe has to be created. Parameshwara has to choose a Upadana Karana. Which Upadana Karana he does? He says, what do you mean by the Upadana Karana? Right. Upadanatva means there are 2 things we have given. Adhyasa adhittanatvam athava Jagadakarena parinamamana maya adhittanatvam. Right. Now, at this stage, I would like to take you to certain various thoughts of the Darshanikas. The Westerners, they thought the whole world has come from a Big Bang. Big Bang theory. The sudden split. Everything has come out. That's it. And then the other thing is atomic theory. Then theory of what we call Parinamavada, modification. Generally we will see all these things. Now, the Big Bang theory you all know, I told. The whole world, suddenly there was a burst, everything started creating. This is what they could do it. Now, in our system, this thing has come first, atomic theory. Now, the Naiyayikas, they were very fond of this atomic theory. What they taught is, remember, there are 2 approaches to the problem. The prior problem of Naiyayika, the problem of Advaitin. Naiyayika, he wanted to explain things from bottom to top. That is his approach. What is there in the world he chose, and from here he wanted to reach the Brahman. After all, it is for the liberation we are starting the whole darshana. Darshana drishyate anena iti darshana. It is by which you see that knowledge by which you are going to liberate. So all the darshanas has come only to give you liberation. So Naiyayika, what he thought is, let me start from what we know. What is available in the world. The world has been divided into 7. From them I am going to what is Dravya, what is Guna, what is Samavaya, what is Abhava. We will analyze. While analyzing, there will be one object. What is called? Atman. There are 9 Dravyas. Prithvi, Ap, Tejo, Vayu, Akasha, Kala, Dik, Atma, Manas. From there is one Atma. Now what I am going to analyze each one. While analyzing, I know Atma to be different from all other objects in the world, then I am getting the Atma Jnana, right? That is enough. So what I am doing is, from what I know I start. I go on analyzing each object, find out the Lakshana, find out the Pramana, like that, good. Finally I will reach this Brahman. This is the Naiyayika's approach. And there is another approach from Advaitin. He comes here, he says, it is the Brahman. It has been given in the Vedantas, right? From the Brahman, the whole world has come. The connection of this world with the Brahman I will analyze. Finally, I will find that the Brahman is not connected with the world. I am getting to the knowledge of the pure Brahman. So the approach for the Naiyayika is from bottom to top. Whereas for the approach of the Advaitins is from top to bottom. In any Upanishad you will see that the Brahma Lakshana is given first. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Tasmadva Etasmad Atmana Akashas Sambhutaha. In Mundaka Upanishad, first of all Brahma Lakshana is given. Etasmadja, then only Etasmadjayate Pranaha Manasarvendriyanicha. Like that it goes. So in any Upanishad you will find only this. This is the approach one. Now, the Nayayikas, what they did is, they thought how these objects have come. So, let me say how this has come. What I did is, to find out how it is done, you get a Leo toy to your child. What he does, first he doesn't play. Especially the male children, they don't play. You give a toy, they just do twice. And then if it is a girl child, it just keeps it separately in her cabin. She will now show it to others. Male child, what he does, he takes it, plays twice, then he tries to reverse this. See how the wheel is turning. Then try to lag it out. Then break it out and see how it does. And then he says it's broken. This is what you feel in our house. So generally what it does, how it is done. Similarly, Nayayika, what is that? He broke this item as far as possible. Where he cannot break it, he stopped it. And he says it is atom. So atom anuhu padarthasya punaha punaha. Go on breaking it. From where you cannot break it, where you stop, I call it as atom. So people said this atomic theory in science also we have. First of all, they thought atom is not breakable. Dalton's atomic theory. Then atom was broken into three: proton, neutron, electron. Then after that, they said even that could be broken. Now we are going up to quarks and all. Even that also they could be broken. Finally, what they have taught is, when you go on breaking an atom, it tends to become energy. This is the latest. So this energy is what you call Shakti. Right? And this energy has come from the mass. Right? So Ma equal to C square, MC equal to E, MC square equal to E. This is what Einstein has found out. So any object that you are going on breaking it, it will finally end into an atom. And if you go to break atom also, you enter into the realm of energy. So the energy in the whole world is constant. You cannot create an energy or destroy energy, because the whole world is nothing but energy. You can interchange. Electrical energy can be made mechanical energy could be made electrical energy. Everything you can do. But the sum total of energy in the whole world is common. Shivaha Shaktya yukto yadi bhavati Shakta prabhavitam. Shakti with the Shiva, with the mass, then only the world has been created. It's not that Shankara has written just a Samudraya Lahari for itself. You have got all scientific explanations. Leave it. Now.
Energy also. Energy package. They opened it. They wrote nothing.
It's not nothing. It is total energy in different forms. Right. Now, these atoms, he said it's permanent. Because they cannot be broken once again. So they are permanent. What he did, these two atoms joined together will become a molecule. And these molecules like that, they become three molecules will join to become a triad. So on, the whole big words, rocks, big objects have come. So the whole world is created by Paramanus. This is Anukaranavada. This is what the atomic theory says. This is Anukaranavada. This is how they have developed. And why these two atoms joined together? Ishvara willed it, not you and I. Chikersha I told you, na? So Ishvara willed it, right? And why he has created it? Why did Ishvara create the world? Why should he create? And if at all he creates, why should he have created me with so many problems in my life? He is an independent person. He is Sarvajna. He is omniscient, omnipotent. He could create me a happy person. Why should he create with so many problems? There was one poet called Loštadeva. He went to Kashi Vishveshwara and he sang 80 verses blaming Ishvara. Why Ishvara, you have created me with so many problems. You are playing in the world. Okay, you can play. But you have got no right to create me with so many agonies and all. And then when I suffer, when I cry, you are just looking and then happily enjoying my cries. Okay, is it right? Do you consider that your Vaishamya, Nayagranya is not there? Like that it goes. 80 slokas. Dina Akrandanam, name of the book. So many things. See, these poets, they are very great people. And whatever they say, there are different meanings also for the same sloka. Right? This, why he has created these words, or anybody can tell me? Why should he create the world? He has got no other work? Huh? Ekasi? Ekaki naramate, is it? No, okay. Then he would have created me happily. Why he has created the world like this? Okay, Ekaki naramate, let him create a wife and enjoy with her. Why me? Why unnecessarily my problem? It's my headache. You have never thought over it. Because even if we think you don't get an answer, we know. Why, that's Ishvara's problem. You should have asked Isha and not me, sir. Why he has created, you had asked Isha. In a teacher, he was sitting. One student has come. He had asked, why you are late? Sir, it has become late, sir. The standard answer. Why you are late? The reason is, why late? Sir, late, sir. Then he has asked, what about the other boy? Sir, you should ask him. Why he did not come, you should ask him, not me. Then this teacher says, how can I ask him who has not come? I should ask you because you have come. This, he can ask about the student who has not come. Who is the student who has come? Why he did not come? This boy says, sir, you should ask him because he did not know, I do not know. It is like that your question. Why Ishvara has created these words? Why? We have to ask Ishvara. When I asked Ishvara, the Vedas have asked Ishvara, and Ishvara has said, yes, there's a purpose in creating you. What is that purpose? This person, Jiva, he is in the Maya. He is in Maya. And he is not only in the Maya, he has accumulated various karmas. And what it does, whenever you accumulate karmas, you would like to enjoy the karma which is beneficial to you. Suppose in this month, in your office, you are getting a what you call increment. What you do? On the 25th of the month itself, you go and see whether increment has been put, whether your salary rises or not. Right? Is it not, sir? You are sure that it should come to you. But you have taken housing loan or you have taken some festival advance. You don't go that side. And you think that if they did not take out my money, first installment this month, it will be nicer. So, for any good things you want immediately. For bad things you want, you do not want, you want to postpone it, is it not? Similarly, the various individuals in the world, they have different karmas, and those karmas, good karmas which they have, right? They want those karmas to be enjoyed now. So what they have? Prani karma chodita. The whole world has been created because of the various actions done by the individuals who are lying in the Maya. I am going to say how they are lying in the Maya, I am going to explain. So, Parameshwara has got Maya within himself. Within that Maya there are different Linga Shariras of all these people, and their karma has become ripe. So, they have to be given good and bad things. So, the world has to be created. Now you understood, sir, why he has created the world? There is an obligation on the Parameshwara that the world has to be created. Right. Do you consider that your life is good or bad. The fact has created, God has created, given you a human life. Is it good or bad? What is this with all sufferings? Coming to this 10 days course and people going on giving you, firing you on things which you do not know. And considers these lectures, they appear to be so nice and so interesting. And when you go home, you find only Duma and Vyapti, nothing more. And you don't understand. It doesn't enter into your heart. It goes to the intellect, right? But what is that? After reading Vedānta Tarka, what I find? Nothing. After all, all these days we are fighting only with Duma and Tarka, which is of no use to me. If there is a fire, will I put my hand there? No. What is the use of a fire, Duma and Vanni? I do not. But learnt all those things patiently and gives a great intellectual exercise. I do not know, sir. Now, the Parameshwara, what he did, he is obliged to create the worlds. He has created all this universe. But the fact that he has given you human birth is really a gift to you. It is a great opportunity to you. It is a very great opportunity. Remember, though he has given 100 years only, it is a very great opportunity for us, because if you are born as a cow, people may do you harati. That's all. If you are born as an elephant, people may just give you freely foreigners, 8 annas and all, take you an ashirvad from the cow. That's all. But if you are a man, nobody likes you. You will have to prove yourself. Is it not, sir? But how do you say that human life is a gift to you? Because there are 84 lakh species. 84 lakh species in the whole world. Right? Humans, cow, dog, cat, mosquito, go on repeating. Total number is 84 lakh species in the world, after which human is only one. So your chance of getting a human life is 1 in 84 lakhs. Right, sir? And 1 in 84 lakhs is not necessary that you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 84th lakh human. No. Sometimes it may go even more than that, because there is no order. After this human life, when you are going to get a human life, nobody can predict except Ishvara. Now, what is the greatness of this human life? In all other lives, they can enjoy what you call the previous karmas. What you have done in the earlier birth, you can enjoy. If you have done good, you are going to get good. If you have done bad karmas, you are going to suffer. That's all. They can't add any karma. No. In human life, he has got a mind which has got two faculties. One is fate and the other is free will. Sir, what has come in the happiness or misery that you are enjoying in this world, you have no say. It comes to you. It comes to you uninvited. Isn't that? Headache comes to you uninvited. I thought this class will be very good. What to do? You have to suffer. Sometimes it happens. Right, sir? Now, similarly, happiness also comes to you uninvited. You never thought such a thing will happen. Does. We find both of them in this world. Now, this is fate. What good and what bad I am going to get, this is a fate. Jatyayur bhogaha, how I am going to take birth. I have no independence of where I should take birth. Rama had the independence. Pitaram rochaya amasa, he has chosen the Dasharatha to be his own father. Pitaram rochaya amasa. You and I do not have that. We do not know. All women think they should take birth as men. And men feel women are very much given more preference. What to do, sir? Do you have independence? You never thought it. You are not given a choice that you should be a man or a woman. You should be a boy or a girl. Did anybody consult you? We have taken birth, that's all. After having taken birth, I should become lengthy enough as 6 feet 5 inches so that basketball I can do it very quickly. Do you have independence? No. What do you have? Nothing. All these things are from fate. But do you have freedom to do any action? Does anybody hinders you to do an action? No. You can, if you wish, you can come to this course. If you don't wish, you can go out. If you wish, you can do Sandhya Vandana. If you don't wish, you leave it. What is the after of it? That's different. But you have got an independence, you have got a freedom. Is it not, sir? That freedom constitutes what you call free will. And in this free will, if you have satsang with this free will, what happens? It adds to the karma, sanchita karma. And then the composition of the sanchita karma is affected. If you are with the satsang, satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischala tattva. After that I stop. The moment you get tattva, automatically mukti comes. If you got with a bad company, you go down, so once again you visit the animal kingdom, nothing more. So, is it a gift or something wrong? It's a gift. And then, how much time for you it will take for you to get liberated? How much time you think you will get liberated? Any idea? Huh? Why, sir? So, not in this dharma? Huh? I don't know. Yeah. Achiradeva. See, the process of getting liberation is 1 second. I don't say even 1 second. The moment you get the knowledge, the same moment you get it. There is darkness in this room. You enter and switch on. The moment you switch on, whether light comes and throws the darkness, or whether darkness goes and light comes. Which is first and which is second, sir? Huh? How can it happen simultaneously? So, one man, there is in the door, 4 people wants to enter and 4 people wants to go down. How it will happen? There is no pushing, nothing. This question cannot be answered. So, in Advaita, what you did, Jnanam when it comes, at that moment there is no Ajnana. Ajnana Purvaka. Once again, Vyapti is necessary that. We have given Vyapti at that stage that at the moment there is where and the second where there is Jnana, previous second only Ajnana exists. That's all we can say. So, it requires how much time for you to get liberated? 1 second. And when that 1 second comes, when the second in which you hear from the Guru. But at what time you should have, what should be your mental state to understand that? Drisyate to agriya buddhya sukshmaya sukshma darsibhihi. You require a sharp mind. Right? And that sharp mind comes only by upāsana and your karma. And that's why the whole system of karma kanda has come. Vedic karma kanda has come only for that. Unless you do your swadharma, unless you keep your mind pure, the words of the Guru shall not create anything. When the object is wet, even if you put a matchstick, it is not going to burn. If the object is dry, the moment you put it, it catches fire. If it is a petrol, you just put a matchstick, it controls. Similarly, your mind should be so clear. So, God has created us because of all the actions, good actions which we did in the earlier births. And that's why comes your answer, Bahunam Janmanamante. There were many births. We were trying, but our mind were not pure enough to get that. Now our mind is pure enough. So, every individual in this world, whether he has come to this 10-day course or not, he is eligible to get liberation. Tad yo devanam pratyabudhyata tatha rushinam tatha manushyanam. See, manushyanam. Irrespective of the caste creed, irrespective of male or female, irrespective of boy or the aged person, irrespective of rich or poor, everybody is eligible to get moksha. Jantunam narajanmadurlabham. Starts. Manushyatvam mumukshutvam Mahapurusha Samsrayaha, Manushyattvam is very important. Then Mumukshutvam, free will, Mahapurusha Samsrayaha, Satsang. Right, sir? See, first of all, we should be very much proud of having taken a human birth, and we should be indebted to the Lord for having created us as human beings. Right, sir? Now, with this free will, the whole Shastra acts. Do this, do that. If you do this, your mind will become pure. If you do this, you will enjoy. So, this free will is so much important, and from where the whole thing has come. Right? This is one thing. From here, slowly, I am going to move to this theory of modification. As I told you, the whole world has been in Maya. From the Maya, this Maya is held by Ishvara. The Maya gets itself transformed into the universe. As a mud is transformed to the pot, yet thread is transformed into the cloth, the whole Maya gets transformed as various objects. This is what they call theory of modification. This theory of modification, what I did is, the basis of this Maya is Ishvara. Instead of Maya, they have called Pradhana. The Sankhya has called Pradhana, which is independent of Ishvara, they said, and they have created theory of modification. Each modifies into other thing. Manifestation. Whereas here in the Vivartavada, this is made up of Maya, and this Maya appears over the Ishvara. So, what is Upadana? You come here. Upadanatvancha jagadadhyasa adhittanatvam jagadakarena parinamamana maya adhittanatvam. The Maya has been transformed into the universe, and the base of this universe is Ishvara. It is over the universe, over the Ishvara, the whole world appears. You go to a picture, you see 3 hours the picture. Finally, when I ask you, what did you see? What is the answer, sir? You went to a picture, right? Mechanas gold. You went, had for 3 hours. Nice picture. When I ask you, what did you see? What is the answer? Huh? You saw the movie. Is it correct, sir? This gentleman says, huh? You saw the screen only. If you had seen, you wanted the movie, you could have turned your head this side and saw. Why all the 3 hours you saw only that screen? Really you saw only the screen, but you had the idea you saw the movie. Right? I never say you did not see the movie, but in fact you saw only the screen. The screen contained the picture, and so you saw the picture. And the screen is the Brahman, and what appeared over this is the universe. And remember, what you saw in the universe, it changes. At the end of it, if these pictures have to be permanently fixed on the screen, will that fellow do it? Every time you have to change it. So what is that? When I say Brahman is Adhisthana of the whole world, or the whole universe, what does it mean? The universe appears and goes. So, and when it appears and goes, we call the brain thing as Maya. So, Jagadadhishthanatvam. It is the substratum for the whole universe, or substratum for the Maya, which is transformed into the universe. This is what I call Jagadupadanatvam. Right? Yadva nikhila Jagadupadanatvam brahmanaha lakshanam upadanatvancha jagadadhishthanatvam adhyasadhishthanatvam. Adhyasa I have left it. That I am going to take separately. So then automatically you will understand. Jagadakarena parinamamana mayadhishthanatvam. Etadrisameva upadanatvam abhipretya. I was telling you, for everything you must tell me the Shrutis. That is the discipline of Advaita. Whatever word you say, it should have its base in the Shrutis. Where it is answered. See here. Etasa upadanatvam abhipretya idam sarvam yadayamatma. The whole thing is nothing. The whole universe is this alone. The whole movie is nothing but the screen alone. Idam sarvam yadayamatma sat satyaccha bhavat. It has become both sat and tyat. By sat I mean Three elements. Sat, I mean, yes. What is Prithvi? Up, Tejaha, which you can see. Vayu and Akasha, they are Tyat. When you add Sat and Tyat, it becomes Satya. Satyam is Brahman. So, Satyaccha bhavat bahusyam prajayeya ityadi shrutishu brahma tadatmyo brahma prapanchayoho tadatmya vapadesha. Agreed? Now, how do you say that Brahman is the upadana karana of this whole world? Right, sir? The Shruti says, right, I agree. How do you say that Brahman is the upadana karana of the whole universe? Can anybody say? Do you agree that Brahman is the upadana karana of the whole world? We are told. Right. Now, I should give you, just because Vedas give, you can't accept. I should give you some logic to you. Reason not. Now, you have a bangle in the hands of a lady. What is that? Golden bangle. A ring in her fingers. What is that? Golden ring. And a chain in her neck. What is that? Golden chain. Every time what you do, you always prefix a word gold. Golden chain, golden ring, golden bangle, etc. Now, why did you choose these three words, golden, golden? You could have said chain, ring, bangle. Always you use this word golden. What do you mean by this, sir? Huh? Adjective. Huh?
The basis for chain, ring and bangle.
Do you say basis or some other thing? Huh?
To make chain, ring and bangle.
Yes.
One gold.
Whenever there is a common thing, it goes to the karana. A common thing goes to the karana. Is it not? So when I say doodh peda, why do you say doodh peda? Made up of doodh. Is it not? Every time when you give an adjective, and that adjective, if it's common, it refers to the karana. Agreed, sir? So golden chain, golden ring and golden bangle, the cause for all these three things is, or rather, if it to be specific, the upadana karana of all these things is gold. Agreed, sir? Now, I am not erasing this. I am going to give you another example here. San ghataha, san pataha, san akashaha, like that. Now, sun means exists. Now, you have said when there are three things and when all these things are given with a common adjective, this adjective refers to the karana. Similarly, when you say san ghataha, san pataha, san akashaha, etc., this sun is something common to all these things. What this sun means? Existence. So, it should be the karana. Right, sir? When you say it is karana, karana is Brahman, sun is Brahman. Is it not? Satyam jnanam anantam brahma. You yourself logically can understand that the whole world, every object in the world has come from the Brahman in the form of Sat. So, Brahman happens to be the upadana karana of the whole world. They are not just giving a Vedic sentence and then ask you to understand. I have given you a logic also. That is Advaita. If you ask your daughter to go and prostrate before Tulasi tree, the modern daughter, she says, why should I prostrate to the Tulasi tree? I should prostrate to a croton, not for the Tulasi. You don't have an answer if it is. You must say, no, my grandmother did like that. Then go and ask her to do it. I don't do it. Then you must explain her. Tulasi had got certain very good qualities, and when it is slightly heated, then it gives a vapor which purifies your external skin. So you don't have any skin diseases. Yadrishta nikhilaga sanghasamani sprushta vapushpavani. Like that you would say. If you teach it, if you tell her, she will accept. If you don't give an answer, if you don't give you a logic, she won't accept. Modern daughter, remember. She requires a logic. And then Advaita will give logic for everything, remember. See here, Satcha, Ghato San, Ghato Bhati, Ghato Nashtaha, Ishtaha, Ityadi, Laukika Vyapadeshopi, Satchidananda Rupa, Brahma Ikya Adhyasat. So, Sat Chit Ananda, Brahma Swarupa. That is why you say, Ghataha Jataha. Ghataha Ishtaha. Like that. Ghataho Bhati. Because it is Sat Chit. Chaitanya. So I see the pot. I like the pot because it is on the superimposed on the Brahman, which is likable, which is the Ananda Swarupa. Right, sir? Now here is a question. Can I remove it, sir? Now, a very basic question that the whole ghata is superimposed on the Brahman. This is how it goes. This is Brahman, this is pot. This pot is superimposed on the Brahman. And what are in the Brahman, qualities in the Brahman, rather the properties of the Brahman are seen here also. Is it not? Right. And that's why you say pot exists. Pot appears. And pot is likable. I like the pot. Because these three properties exist in the Brahman. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Now, similarly, there is one thing called Sukha. I am happy. I am happy because I have been superimposed on Brahman. Right? Now, I am also what you call sorrowful. How is it happens? After all, I have been superimposed on the Brahman. Right, sir? Mind. But you don't have this modification mind when here. When it chooses, it says only Sukha. When it here, it gives you some other reason. What I want is, even this sorrow state also should be likable to you, because it has been superimposed on the Brahman. Why? The answer given is, you visit a doctor when, sir? When you are not well. When you are well, why don't you visit a doctor? And ask him, sir, why I am not unwell? Why not you do that? You visit only when it necessitates to you. When you have to go. So when you are unwell, there is no alternative, you go. Then you are well, you can go to the doctor and tell him, sir, why I am not unwell? Why I am not visiting you often? Do you put a question like that? No, the answer is natural, that let it be. Whenever there is a reason, natural state. So when it is your natural state, you don't go. Whenever there is a reason of necessity of going to the doctor, you go. Otherwise you don't go. Similarly, when there is a nimitta, we say why? When you are happy, right? You say you are superimposable. When you are sorrowful, it's not that you are superimposed on the, because you are superimposed on the Brahman. The sorrow comes from some other state, as somebody told. Yes, this is nature of mind or something. See here. Dukkhasyapi tatra adhyasat tasyapi ishtatva vyavahara prasangadi chetana arope sati nimittanusaranam natu nimittamasti iti aropaha. Because there is an aropa, why this has come? We give an answer. Because it is not there, you don't ask a question why. Ityadavu dukkhadavu satchidamsa adhyasepi. In dukkha, in sorrow, here also, dukkha exists. I perceive the dukkha, but I don't like the dukkha. So in this Brahman, there are two properties. These two properties have been superimposed on the sorrow. What is this? Dukkha exists and dukkha is able to be cognized. But dukkha is likable, that part is not existent. That is not adhyastha. That is why you don't get it. Now, jagati namarupadvayamsha vyavaharastu avidya parinatmatmaka namarupa sambandhat. In every object in the world, you have two things. One is a name as an object and the shape of the object. Yes, sir. Is there any object which you cannot name it? If the name is not given, you can write to give a name. He will give a name. There is one person sitting by your side. I told you who he is. I do not know, sir. But that person has a gold spectacles in his eyes. So, gold spectacled man, you named him. You christened him. Sometimes, a person having a jubba, right? You named him as jubba. Certain things we do like that. So, any object in the world can be given a name. Right? And almost all the objects in the world have some shape or other. So, name and shape is common to all objects. And they belong to the objects. But the other three, the object appears, the object exists, and the object is good, this is from the Brahman. So, when I say a pot, see a pot, I say pot exists. Agreed, sir? I say pot appears, right? I say pot is nice. Not only this, pot is having a shape and its name is pot. So, how many things that I can see when I see the pot? 5 elements. Asti, bhati, priyam, nama, rupam. There is a shape for the pot, there is a name for the pot. So, in my cognition of a pot, I have got 5 elements, namely Asti, existence, Bhati, appearance, likable, Anandamsa, and then name as a pot and the shape of the pot. Out of this, these 3 belongs to the substratum Brahman, name and form belongs to the object. Asti, Bhati, Priyam, Rupam, Namacheti, Amshapam, Chakam, Adyam, Trayam, Brahma, Rupam, Jagadrupam, Tatodvayam. Do you consider Vedānta Paribhāsā as difficult, sir? But it has to be seen this way. Now, having done this, I would like to tell you about the order in which the whole world has come. For anything is there should be order, I told you. In cooking it is very, very, very important. You do one thing before and then do another thing. But nowadays people have changed the order also. In those days, people what you do, they keep a brass vessel or some other vessel. In it they will put first water and the water has been boiling, then they will put rice over it. Is it not, sir? Do you remember? First of all, they place a vessel and then fill it with half water after that. After that they will put rice, then it will come to boiling and then do it. Nowadays, after the advent of the cooker, what they are doing it? First of all, they will put the cooker, first of all they take rice over it they will put the boiling water. See, that is why your minds have been spoiled. Why? When the water is boiling, you stop the boiling by putting rice. Is it not? That is, the act itself is to subsist, stop the boiling the mind. That's how we started. In all systems you look after, in the early days how we did it. It's only that. Every time they will do like that. When the milk is boiling, coming out, what you will do? You put some water there. Now what do? You switch off. That's all what you do. In those days what they will do? They will put a small amount of water, they put it. When anything is boiling, it should be subsided. So, the food that was made in that way had an effect on your mind. Annamayam hi somya manaha, apomaya pranaha, tejo mayi vak. How do you cook? How do you do? Everything mattered those days. Similarly, here also you should know the order in which the world has been created, the universe has created. Right. Let us see. Now, tatra sargadhya kale parameshwaraha, at the beginning of the word parameshwara, srujyamana prapancha vaichitrya hetu prani karma sahakrataha. Don't worry, everything has been explained. I will explain to you. So, he saw unto himself that how many pranis are there, to whom I have to create, and what are all the things needed for them to create. So, you all made a karma that you should come for this 10 days program. You have come here. So, before coming you, I will have to arrange. What are all the things to be arranged? I should have a space. I should have tables, chairs and all. Some other speakers have to be called. And I should arrange that they have enough time and enough things to come over here. And they should also speak. So, just because you made a karma that you could come here, he has to create the whole world. So, srujyamana, prani, all those things, those who are to created, prapancha vaichitriya hetu, the whole world is different. And why it has become different? Because the pranis have done different karmas. Vaichitriya hetu karma sabhakrataha, with that, aparimita anirupita shakti vishesha vishishta maya sahitaha. He has unto himself a maya shakti, which has got no limits, no bounds. Anything could be created with that. Just imagine your body, sir. Just nothing more is needed. Just to imagine your human body. This human body, which is just a drop of sperm, now has become 6 feet with so many objects in us. This hand, fingers, and these fingers it can go like this, and that's how you break the dosha and put it in the mind correctly. Don't put it in the ear. And you are talking. You are doing anything, looking at some other time, but actually this hand synchronized goes only to the mouth and not anywhere. How? In one hand he is speaking with a cell phone, he is looking after some other thing happening there, and still he breaks the dosha, dips into the sambar and goes exactly into the mouth and not anywhere. How much he did it? You know how the robo suffers? To give you an order to a robo, how many actions are needed? It's very difficult. But how we are doing it? He has created so many. And then there are 101 nerves around your heart. Satancha ekacha hridayasya nadya. 101 nerves. After that there is one nerve which is called the sushumna, which goes to your head. Satancha ekacha has given you exactly number 101. And this one nerve is very important, through which when your linga sharira goes, you go to Brahmaloka. Tasam murdhanam abhinisrutaika. After this 101, one nerve goes to your head. Now, out of these 101 nerve, each nerve has 72,000 different nerves, subdivisions. See? There is, in the heart, there are 101 nerves. Then one nerve goes up, and there are different nerves going this side. And each nerve has got 72,000 different kinds. And each 172,000 becomes 72,000. So how much you have? 72,000 into 72,000 plus 101. This is your nerve system. 72 lakhs, 72 crores, 72 lakhs, 103 nerves. You have got all the names for all those things. These have been given in the Prashnopanishad. I am not telling you. In Prashnopanishad you can see, in the third Prashna, you find all those things, calculation. So much. You want me to name the nouns? Alam, Bhusako, Ho, Vishwadhara, Varanasi, Hastijikva, Payasvini, given in the Vedas. Ida, Pingala, so many nouns. And each nerve has got a particular work. Where it starts, where it ends. What work it does? You have. You have in Ayurveda. So many nerves, how did you get it, sir? Prani karma vasat, you made. And that's why sometimes, some people become lame. Some people, they are not able to see. They are not able to hear. So sometimes they hear, sometimes they don't hear. Everything is governed by the prani karma, which we will see. It's a very complex system. Your body itself is complex. Why about all the world? So the whole universe has been created by him, by the prani karma, with the help of the maya. Aparimita, anirupita, you can't find out what is maya, how much maya power has. Shakti vishesha vishishta maya sahita san, namarupatmaka nikhila prapancham. I said prapancha is namarupatmaka. Part has nama and rupa. The other three is, from the above it has come, from the Brahman it has come. Namarupatmaka Nikhila Prapancham Buddhavo Akalayya. What he did? He planned himself in his buddhi. A person, when you want to write an article, what you do? You just think over. Then you plan yourself in the mind, and then point by point you do it. Is it not, sir? This is how it was taught in the earlier days, how to write an essay. People used to say synopsis, they will say, and then one paragraph by paragraph they will ask you, and finally it has to be concluded. Like that they used to do. Nowadays I do not know essay writing. You have got essay writing book. There are 50 standard essays. These people, they cram it, go there and repeat what they know how which essay will come. They do it. But you do not know how to write an essay writing, you don't know. But in the previous days we used to say, first of all you will have to think, you have to plan your mind, then slowly expand it, idea by idea you expand. One idea should leave, smoothly come to the next idea. Like that you used to. So it will be good reading. Right? This is what Parameswara did. Our essay writing people, they don't do it. Parameswara did it. Buddha nishpapancha maya sahitassan namarupa nikhila prapancham buddha akalayya idam karishyami iti sankalpayati. You say, let me create the words. Then this, where it is given? Tadaikshata bahusyam prajayeya. Tat sat brahman aikshata, planned. How? Bahusyam prajayeya. Let me become like the whole universe. So kamayata bahusyam prajayeya in another Upanishad. Right. Tataha akasadani panchabhutani apanchikritani tanmatra pada pratipadyani utpadyante. Right. From here, Ishvara, let me say Brahman. Say, this is very important because I am going to develop the whole theory from here. From this Brahman has joined with Maya. Right? When this Brahman has joined with Maya, what is his name? Brahman pure, no name, nothing. He is beyond all names and forms. When he has joined with Maya, he becomes Ishvara. Now, from the Maya, he had created what you call five elements called Akasha, Vayu, Tejas, Jala, Prithvi. All these things what he did, he created what you call small elements. What they are called as tanmatras. When I say tanmatra, tadeva tanmatram, chideva chinmatram. This matra is a pratyaya. Tadeva, it gives swarthe, tadeva tanmatram. So, it contains only pure Akasha. It contains purely only Vayu alone, nothing more than that. Similarly, pure Tejas, pure Jara, pure Prithvi he has created. Now, there is one thread made up of three threads. Right? One is red, one is white, one is black. Right, sir? Now, they has been joined together. I cut this portion. Does it have three colors or not? I cut another portion. Does it have three colors? Right. Now this Maya has got three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So, thing that has come from this also should have Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Right? This also should have Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Agreed, sir? Any doubt? Brahman had Maya, became Ishvara. This Maya contains three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And from this Sattva, Rajas, Tamas is like a rope twined into three different threads. Each has got Sattva, Rajas, Tamas with three colors, right? White and black. Now, whenever you cut a portion, that contains 3 threads. Similarly, there are 5 portions made from this Maya, each containing Akasha, Vayu, Tejas, Jala, Prithvi, and each contains Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Guna. Right? Sure, sir. No doubt in it. Now what he did, he created a human being. He created a human being. Now having created this human being, what he did, from the Sattva Guna of Akasha, he had made the Shrotra. From the Vayu, Sattva Guna of Vayu, he had created the skin. From the Sattva Guna of Tejas, he has created this one, eyes. From the Sattva Guna of Jala, he has created the tongue. And the Sattva Guna of Prithvi, he has created the nose. And that is why Sattvat Sanjayate Jnanam, that's why your sense organs, they only know, not any other. So all the 5 sense organs were created from the Sattva Guna of 5 elements, and because of this Sattva Guna of 5 elements, what you have? All these 5 elements, they only know. Knowledge oriented sense organs. And from the Rajogunas, he has created, from this Rajoguna, Akasha, Rajoguna, etc., he has created, I have given you see here, from the Rajoguna, he has created mouth from Vak, mouth from Tejas, Rajoguna, and then one fire. Right, from Akasha he has created mouth, Rajoguna of Akasha he has created the mouth, Rajoguna of Vayu he has created the hands, and Rajoguna of Tejas he has created the Pada, and then Rajoguna of Jalam he has created the Payu, and Rajoguna of Prithvi he has created the Upastha. Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upastha. Right? So, your action oriented organs have also come from the Rajogunas, and sense organs have come from the Sattva-guna. What is remaining, sir? Tamoguna of all the 5 elements. This Tamoguna of all the 5 elements have been created into the Jada universe. Jada universe. Inert. So, your body also inert. It has come from the Tamoguna. So, the whole, all the 5 elements have been divided into, created into sense organs, action or motor organs, and the whole universe. The whole thing is gone, sir. Now we will look after the how the world has been created, what is the need for creating everything, why it has been created, why it should not have been created in another way, and then finally, what's the use of creating only in this way? Why should I should be created only from the Rajoguna from the Sattva Guna of Tejas and not from Akasha? And where do you have in the Upanishads? For everything, you should have answer from the Upanishads. Right, sir? And then why it has been, I want to know why? Why only this way? What's the authority? If it has been created in another way, what's the problem we will have? All these things we should know. Right? The Vedānta Paribhāsā is very clear in this. And remember, it is only in this Vedānta Paribhāsā you get it clearly like this. In Upanishads you have all the, I am going to give you Upanishad quotations. But when you read the Upanishads, your attention is only towards the Brahman and not for this. But generally these questions will be asked by people who should know the answer of this. We will meet at 3:30.